You're listening to TurkishSoccer.com's Turkish Football Podcast. Hello, everyone. My name is Ahmet Bob Turgut. Welcome to another edition of 15-Minute Talk right here on my podcast. We'll talk about what happened today on Thursday in the Europa League match in Istanbul. All eyes were in Istanbul, as I mentioned to you in my last podcast. We'll talk about that, and also we'll preview the Week 30, which starts on Friday. So, this is Thursday night. Galatasaray just played their game against Barcelona, and Galatasaray lost at home 2-1. Barcelona team come from behind to beat Galatasaray. Galatasaray, although played good in the first half, but made huge mistakes by defense in the second half. Actually, the tying goal for Barcelona was a defensive mistake too. But let's talk about when Galatasaray in the 28th minute went up with the 1-0 goal. Marcos diving header in the 28th minute. It was a nice cross, nice corner kick by Childa, and then Marcos, the team captain, right in the 18-yard line with a diving header, went into the net. This was the positive thing for Galatasaray because, remember, Galatasaray Stadium was almost full. There were like 55,000 fans, including Barcelona fans in there. But it was a hell that Barcelona came to play. And sure, it was a hell for first half. Galatasaray had control in the first 30 minutes of the match. They looked good. But Barcelona team tied the match in the 37th minute, exactly 9 minutes after Galatasaray scored a goal by Pedri, the young Pedri. He danced around people right in the 18-yard line of Galatasaray. All the Galatasaray defensive guys were on the floor. They could not stand up to face Pedri. That was the number one mistake by Marcos and other defensive players. So Pedri scored beautiful goal after dancing around those defensive guys. And I think young goalkeeper, who's loaned from Barcelona, Pena, was a little bit late diving to the ball. I think he could have had that ball if he had a good timing on that position. But remember, Pedri was dancing right in the box, going around three Galatasaray defensive players. They should have marked them very closely. That did not happen. So, the first half, after this goal in the 37th minute, it ended 1-1. There was still hope for Galatasaray. They should have started better in the second half. They did not. In the 48th minute, another defensive mistake. Good save by Pena, first time. The second touch on the ball, Pena, if he would have had a hard touch on the ball, he could have had that going to the corner kick and going outside. He had a soft touch as he was going up. So the ball came into the 6-yard line. And there are 3 Galatasaray defensive players right there. But former Arsenal player Aubameyang, the guy that I'll probably say Arsenal team is missing right now. Because, let's face it, Aubameyang has been scoring goals for Barcelona. In last 7 matches, that was his 7th goal. In 19 matches in Arsenal, he only scored 9 goals. So something clicking with Barcelona and Aubameyang. So that was the killer for Galatasaray in the 48th minute. In the beginning of the second half. After that, Galatasaray pushed, but could not get that tying goal. Let's face it. If you look at the total 95 minute, actually to be correct, 96 minutes with the extended time, injury time, Barcelona was better team with as far as handling the ball and having possession. That is the difference between Turkish teams, top Turkish teams, and top European teams. If you don't have the possession throughout the matches, like Barcelona has, you're not going to win the match. Overall, Galatasaray played a good match. They did not get destroyed, but they had Barcelona in their hand. Because let's face it, a lot of Galatasaray fans were hopeful for this match. That's why you had 55,000 fans, screaming fans in the stands rooting for Galatasaray. Galatasaray fans and a lot of people in Turkey thought Galatasaray, including me, Galatasaray had a chance. Blame on the players, blame on the first 11 came out on the pitch that Domi Torn put on. It's all over. You cannot blame it anywhere. But it's one good thing. Barcelona had a hard time beating Galatasaray in Istanbul in Nef Stadium. So the dream is over for Galatasaray. The unbeaten season streak came to an end with Barcelona defeat in Istanbul. Overall, Galatasaray had a good run in the Europa League, and they finished the group in first place. While when Fatih Terim was coaching, and then against Barcelona, in Barcelona, they tied Barcelona. But just today on Thursday, it was a painful loss against Barcelona. Barcelona did not trash Galatasaray. Galatasaray kept up with them. But as far as the Scots, you look at the first 11s on the pitch, the better side was Barcelona. What can we say? Congratulations to Barcelona. They will go on to quarterfinals in the Europa League competition. And Galatasaray will be done. And now they're going to return back to Mother's Land League, Turkish Super Lig, because they have a tough schedule. Next 8 games, it's going to be tough for them. Now, one other thing. After Galatasaray losing this match and is getting out of the Europa competition, next season, Turkey will have only 4 teams in the European competition. 1 team in the Champions League competition, and 3 teams will be not in the Europa League. They will be in Conference League. That is the biggest disappointment thing that came out of this loss. So, we'll see what happens. Probably Trabzonspor will represent Turkey in the Champions League matches if they go through with the playoffs. That's it for Galatasaray-Barcelona match. And it's very sad to see Galatasaray going this way, but they lost the match 2-1. There's too many things to be blamed on, but overall, it was a good match. Now, let's preview Week 30. It's coming up tomorrow, starting on Friday. You have 2 matches on Friday, and 4 matches on Saturday and 4 matches on Sunday. There will not be any matches on Monday because, as you know, after week 30, the Turkish Super Lig will take a recess until April 3rd because of the national break. The Turkish national team will face Portugal in March 27th, I believe. And that is a huge game. We'll talk about that game after we come back and recap the week 30 on Monday for you guys. So let's take a look at the games that's going to be happening on week 30. Friday, Fatih Karagümrük will be hosting Kayserispor. Kayserispor, after losing at home, they need to win their match. And Fatih Karagümrük, on the other hand, they are playing at home. They're a tough team to beat at home. We'll see what happens. In Rize, Rizespor will host the first place team, the unstoppable Trabzonspor. Rizespor in trouble in the relegation zone. Trabzonspor is in first place. This should be a very good match. We'll see what happens. I don't see why Trabzon couldn't win this match, but look for a draw at least. On Saturday, the last place team, Yeni Malatyaspor, will host Kasımpaşa. Göztepe will be at home against Alanyaspor. Adana Demirspor, Başakşehir team, they will be fighting for points because, let's face it, here are the standings. Başakşehir with 47 points and Adana Demirspor is with 45 points. Adana Demirspor is playing at home. If they beat Başakşehir, they will go in front of them. Last match on Saturday, Beşiktaş will be at home against Hatayspor. This is another match and should be fun. Hatay with 46 points and Beşiktaş with 45 points. These teams are very close to each other with points. They are trying to claim the second place, pretty much not second place, but third place. We'll see what happens. On Sunday, Sivas will be at home against Altay, the relegation zone team, and Altay needs to win this match if they want to stay in the league. Antalya will be at home against Giresunspor. Gaziantep will host this. Galatasaray just lost the match today against Barcelona. It's a very important match for them too. And Gaziantep is not easy team to beat at their home. The last match on Sunday, last match on week 30, will be happening in Istanbul. Fenerbahçe, the team has been doing good lately, will host Konyaspor, the second place Konyaspor. Let's look at it. Konyaspor with 55 points, they're in second place, and third place team Fenerbahçe with 50 points. A win for Fenerbahçe will make them root for second place for sure, because with winning against Konya at home, there will be at the 53 points, only 2 points behind Konyaspor. So the second place race will be hotter than hell. Because Fenerbahçe this past couple weeks are doing good. We'll see what happens against Konyaspor. Konyaspor is a good team too. Draw might be good for Konyaspor, but a draw will not be good for Fenerbahçe because if they want to claim the second place. They're on third place right now. Başakşehir and Alanya, Hatay, Adana Demirspor has a chance to capture the third place. So, ladies and gentlemen, you've been listening to Turkish Football Podcast on TurkishSoccer.com's podcast. My name is Ahmet Bob Turgut. We'll talk to you after week 30 matches, and we'll recap all what happens in this weekend, and we'll talk about more about the Galatasaray turmoil. It will happen if it will happen in the league. So stay tuned. See you next time. My name is Ahmet Bob Turgut. Listen to my podcast wherever you listen to your podcast.